Alright, welcome back to Beyond a Steel Sky, sorry. Force of habit. Let me check on what we're supposed to be doing. We're still trying to figure out how he's connected.
A collection of toy animals were lined up in little baskets. One was missing. I didn't think Songbird would appreciate me rummaging through her things. Kevin Kangaroo. Dave Dingo. Carl Koala. The shelf was loaded with books on management, business theory, and military strategy. In Union City, even the teddy bears had screens. This one was broken. I poked at it, but I couldn't get it to turn on. Excuse me,
What now?
are you a collector?
What?
Toys. You have quite the collection.
Oh, yes. The whole set of cuddly kiddies. Even the limited edition Mama Bear from 5 years back. Well, I did have the whole set, at least.
Did something happen?
Bartleby went missing, that's
Bartleby?
what. I asked Graham about it and he denied all knowledge. Then, when I tried to use the Mama Bear tracker to find dear Bartleby, he threw her across the room.
Clumsy.
Clumsy. Those bears were my engagement
That's why that
gift.
screen's broken.
He hid Bartleby just to spite me.
Graham had taken Songbird's toy Bilby, but I couldn't figure out what he'd have wanted with it. Wherever he'd gone, Graham clearly didn't want to be tracked.
And he brought a plush with him.
What's a mama bear tracker?
What do you think? It tracks her babies.
Her babies?
The cuddly kiddies. Most toys in Union City are tracker-enabled.
That's handy.
Lost toys mean screaming babies. Unless you got a tracker.
True.
Mind if I have a look at the tracker?
Go ahead, though the screen is broken. Squeeze the left ear to turn it on.
What does Bartley Bilby look like?
A Bilby?
Bartleby is a bilby.
Oh,
Adorable, long ears. Like a bandicoot and a rabbit all rolled into one. At least he was, before he went missing.
Mind if I have a look at...
Go ahead.
We already
Squeeze the
asked
left
that.
ear to turn it on.
Huh,
That's all
weird
for
that
the-
it didn't go
Yeah,
italicized.
It looked like Graham had taken Bartleby and didn't want it tracked. I had a hunch that he had taken it to Leet, but had no idea why.
Oh, I'd forgotten about Leet.
The device was now on, but with the screen broken, I'd need to find another way to get at the data. I wondered why Graham had taken a children's toy.
Hello there. I'm Mama Bear.
Hi.
Mama Bear looks after all the cuddly kitties. Are you looking for one of my children?
I'm looking for Bartleby Bilby.
Don't worry, child. Look at my tummy to find your missing friend.
I wonder. Hey. I wonder if I can change where the screen shows up. I was hoping maybe I could project it to like a different screen. Oh, the holo projector over here has something. Oh, okay. This is how I do it. There we go.
The plinth was showing the toy's tracking data. All I needed to do was locate the area code E-1594, find the tracker, find Leet.
1594. Will she know?
Excuse me.
Hey, stranger.
Any idea where the area code E-1594 refers to?
E-1594? What would I know about an old area code?
Old?
The monopod system has taken care of transport for years.
You sure you don't know where to find E-1594?
The monopod system has taken care of transport for years.
Thanks.
Yeah, bye.
I just want to look on his computer and see if I can find anything. I'm sure I won't be able to, but... Nothing. Chipworth Mill?
Hello, Chipworth.
Hello, Master Graham.
Okay, I can ask him.
Do you know what E-1594 might refer to?
It's a city area code, referring to a few city blocks, I would imagine.
Which part of the city exactly, though?
Sir is confusing me with an android that gets out and about.
You make it sound like you're a prisoner here.
Sir's words, not mine. I suggest Master Graham seeks out a map.
You have one?
Chipworth knew very little about the geography of the city. I'd need to find a map if I was to make headway. Goodbye, Chipworth.
Have a very Excuse me, please.
Is that the mentor dude from the ministry standing outside? Is he waiting for me? I'm gonna save. I don't like where this is going. Wait, what? What just happened? That was Joey / Ken.
The seal had been vandalized. Poor
see
Joey. Excuse me.
Ah, Master Grundy. What joy to see Sir again after all this time. The Poet Laureate Reginald Arthur Schnippel Esquire sends his regards and/or condolences as appropriate.
How nice of you, Reginald.
Correction, sir. If one may be so bold, Mr. Schnippel is of course Sir's human neighbor. How Sir might mistake yours truly, Tarquin, for our beloved Poet Laureate is beyond imagining.
What do you think about the graffiti?
As an artiste, I find any medium a valid form of expression. Of course, the vandalism does somewhat detract from the piece.
Any idea where I might find a place called E-1594?
That sounds like an area code, and not one I would venture into.
How so?
It would be extremely inappropriate for a gentleman to visit Sector E.
So do you know where it
Have
is?
you heard any reports of missing children?
Why no, Master Graham. If anyone went missing, I'm sure AI Officer Greta would find their U-chips.
What if they were from outside the city?
Well, surely AI Officer Greta would find them by their newly implanted U-chips.
Fair enough. For all his poetry, Tarquin was still a Union City droid. Who are you again?
Tarquin, Fidelis Mark II domestic savant, at your service.
So you're a servant?
Savant, please. I am a highly engineered personal aid.
So you look...
I said it was a but as art goes, it's not too abhorrent.
I'm Graham.
Of course, sir.
So we've met...
Of course, sir.
When's the last time you saw...
Master Grundy, one is sure one doesn't need to remind Sir that one works with Sir's neighbor.
One would need...
Ah, does Sir mean Sir would need one to remind Sir?
Sorry.
Or one would need Sir to remind...
One is not sure anymore.
Aha, sir is referring to one's grammatical prowess.
Yes.
Sir is too kind. And yet, if only one could translate grammatical prowess into poet.
Do you work in the...
Of course. Sir and I have been neighbors for
That's
147
not too
days
long.
and 11 hours.
See you later.
Will I?
Huh?
Shall we schedule in another?
I don't think that's necessary.
Such ambiguity. A tortured soul.
Alright, so yeah, I saw a closer up of him when I was talking to him. That is the dude that interviewed us. Yep, here we go. Cutscene.
Dear me, a terrible situation. Very troubling indeed.
Mentor, given your experience, your input here would be greatly appreciated.
Orana, isn't it? You strike me as a fine young officer of the Ministry of Well-Being. Would you say that's an accurate description?
I'm flattered, sir.
Your record is exemplary, I believe.
I do my best, sir.
I'm sure you do. So please, don't let me down. Fix this mess.
Mess? You mean the girl?
The whole untidy situation.
Yes, sir.
Atta girl. Keep a smile on your face. After all, it's Aspiration Day, isn't it? The happiest day of the year.
I'll take care of it, sir.
Be happy,
you
aim
will.
low in the background.
By the way, a call to pest control wouldn't go amiss.
Of course, sir.
Meanwhile, I shall isolate this area until this unfortunate incident has been resolved.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your advice.
We're all here to learn from each other. Take care now.
Miss! Pardon me, miss! Who, me? Hey! You can see forever up here! You know, be free!
Miss, you have to be careful.
Careful or careless? I know which one I want to be!
Why don't you come down, yes? Miss Dijon, is that right? Raquel Dijon.
Yeah! That's... me. I think...
Raquel,
Raquel? Did you say Raquel?
you need to come down.
What? Where am I? Oh no! Help! Help!
Hearing her name had triggered a total change in the girl's behavior. I needed to find a way to get her down before she fell. From that height, the girl wouldn't fare much better than the can.
I can't go higher than this. It won't let me in there.
Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence.
Huh. I wonder if she's one of the... if she was a kidnapped one, like... they're using them as subversives or something. I can't go anywhere.
Apologies.
Like if they're
Citizen
kidnapping
Graham.
kids and like
This is not your residence.
brainwashing them.
Water tank completed.
Oh, you. Oh, it doesn't help. No, I didn't mean that. Yeah.
Are you okay?
No! I don't know how I got up here!
Raquel! Raquel Dijon! Don't panic! I'm from the Ministry of Well-Being.
How can we help?
Nothing to see here, sir. I suggest you go back inside and enjoy some screen-based entertainment.
Excuse me. I'd like to make a complaint.
Please, both of you. I'm a welfare officer. I know how to deal with this kind of problem. I just need to check the negotiation protocol.
Well, thank goodness the Ministry is on this. It's all very distracting.
How did you get up there?
I don't know!
She climbed the outside of the building. Astounding agility, by the way. Most impressive.
I don't remember.
Bravo, miss!
Sit tight. We'll soon have you down.
What's your name?
Her name is Raquel.
Raquel? But of course, that makes far more sense. She told me her
Does
name
it?
was Rat Girl. But it would appear her grotesque moniker signifies little more than a deplorable deficiency of elocutionary attainment.
Yeah, that's what I was
Rat
gonna
Girl,
say.
indeed.
Please, gentlemen, now is not the time.
Anyone got any ideas?
Yes.
Go on.
Never use a simile when a metaphor suggests itself.
What?
I'm in the middle of composing an Aspiration Day poem, but my lexiconic cupboard is bare, so to speak. Hence the requirement for...
Wait, is this idea about your poem?
Well, yes. You asked if anyone had an idea. You were not specific to the context.
That's fair.
Can you see any way down from there?
No! And everything's wet now thanks to that robot.
Think you can get on the robot when it... We'll catch you. You can...
I rather doubt she can.
Thanks.
Can't you try and be more encouraging?
You have a reasonably good eye for aesthetics.
Thank you! Now, grab on tight. We'll be right underneath you.
You'll be fine.
Human grip strength is famously reliable. Only in short bursts.
Okay, here goes.
Shit.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Water refill complete.
Here we go. Finally. So, in theory, when he comes back to refill, it won't refill any water into him. Okay, so now it's not filled with water at all. Alright, here we go.
How do you feel, Raquel? Are you okay?
I don't know.
Well, I'm glad that's all sorted. Shall I call a pod for her?
I've got it from here, thank you. Raquel, what were you even doing up there?
I don't know. I don't really remember anything.
The girl looked glad to be back on solid ground. Excuse me?
Mr. Grundy. Oh, Mr. Grundy.
Mr. Grundy?
Bravo, Mr. Grundy. Your actions in this situation were sublime, albeit unconventional. The local noise levels have already returned to normal, and the building will soon sparkle again.
I'm more concerned about the girl. Is she gonna be okay?
Yes, blah, 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 and all that. Officer, wouldn't you say that Mr. Grundy's actions today warrant a kudos boost?
Of course. Thank you for the suggestion.
Hell yeah.
Tarquin, miss?
Orana. Orana Newblood.
Yeah, like the guy said. Graham Grundy.
Mr. Grundy?
Does the location E-1594 mean anything to you?
Well, E-1594? That's just an area code based on the old map system. Totally obsolete. That system hasn't been used for years.
E-1594 was an obsolete code. There had to be a way of finding that location. I'm on the trail of a missing kid called Milo. I think he's somewhere in Union City.
That shouldn't be difficult. Any greeter terminal will be able to find him via U-chip.
No, that won't help.
That's not possible.
I assure you.
Where did you say you worked, Mr. Grundy?
That'd be
Cleaning
the Ministry of
supervisor.
Comfort.
I suggest you concentrate on your work and leave well-being issues to the appropriate ministry.
So, do you work here?
I'm an officer for the Ministry of Well-being.
You often have to talk girls off high ledges?
My first one.
You did a good job.
Thanks.
What is the reflection spa?
What is the... Are you feeling okay, Graham? Everyone this side of the industrial level has heard of reflections.
Oh, you mean that reflection spa. It's been a long day.
Next, you'll be asking me to tell you about this Joey guy.
No, I'm familiar. Will she be in trouble for the graffiti?
Well, no real harm done. The droid will clean it up, eventually. That said, her kudos rating will take a hit.
All because she defaced Joey?
People loved Joey, and what he did for us.
Joey was my friend. We did so much together.
Well, he might be gone, but he's not forgotten. You can find out about our savior at the Museum of New History.
You mentioned I could find out about Joey in a museum?
Yes. The Museum of New History has exhibits about how he transformed the city. I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to learn about him and his legacy.
A museum dedicated to Joey?
Well, it's not all Joey. They have a special exhibit about the previous administration. Old technology, maps, that sort of thing. My advice, though, is to avoid dwelling on the past. Anyway, taking in some culture is good for you. Find it at the piazza, if you get the chance.
I guess I should get...
Yeah, well...
I suppose I should thank you too.
No problem. You take care.
You too, Mr. Grundy. If you need any well-being support, just ask for me at a greeter terminal. Orana Newblood. Come on, Raquel. Let's get you to the spa. You'll... No need to worry, Raquel. You're safe now. Happy faces all round, right? In fact, this calls for a celebration. It is Aspiration Day, after all.
Oh, goodness. Is it?
All day. And you know what would be the best end to a day like this? A trip to the Reflection Spa. I'll pull a string or two, and we'll get you straight to the front of the line.
Alright, we're gonna stop it right here, and we'll see you back here soon.